provide a warm welcome.
Today. It is a pleasure to be back. Thanks for coming back to this competition. We had 49 fantastic qualifying matches yesterday and such a great presence coming from the teams, such gracious professionalism, excellent competition, and you guys all deserve a big round of applause because I'm excited to see more of that today. We couldn't have done it without you. And remember, we want to build up these skills because remember, first isn't just about the competition. So no matter how you fare, whether you come up a little bit short or you go all the way, just remember that first is about building leadership and building you up for the future. So make sure that you take in all those skills. And our sponsor today understands these skills. So this season's sponsor, the Gene Haas Foundation, believes in you because they know what it takes to be on a first team. They're investing in you because they know your future is bright.
We are Haas, and we are like you. We attack design opportunities head on, coming up with simple, effective solutions. We use CAD like you, and sometimes CAD like you. We print, we laser, we machine, we build. Technology is advancing fast, and we need you behind the wheel. For careers in design and manufacturing, we believe there is nothing like first-hand experience in CAD, CAM, CNC, and teamwork. We believe the future is bright.
We believe in you.
A big shout out to Gene Haas Foundation and our first stage season presenting sponsor, Qualcomm. It's inspiring to think about the impact you will make to the world. And First understands this too, which is why they offer so many resources for First alum. We're talking about certifications, internships, and scholarships. So learn more about all the ways to make the most of your First experience at firstinspires.org/alumni or at the information table located in the main entrance lobby. Now, we have a few things we want to go over, a lot of people to thank, and we actually have one speaker that we want to introduce. I would like to introduce First alum, K-State alum, Kyle Mayfield. Let's give him a big round of applause, shall we?
Good morning, everyone. I wanted to start with one simple idea that took me a long time to learn. Get involved, try something new, because you never know where it might take you. How did I get involved in robotics? I simply took a chance. Somebody said I should get involved, and so I did. At the time, I simply thought it would be something cool to do, something interesting, something to occupy my time, and I like to build things, and I like to get involved with mechanical things. Robotics isn't just about building a robot. It's about problem solving, teamwork, and learning more about everything that goes along with it. Along with figuring out things when they're not working. And I think that's the biggest thing and the biggest takeaway that I took away from robotics every time. One of the biggest challenges many of you faced, and well, frankly, all engineers face, is that things don't go as planned. Your parts don't work, your designs don't always work the first time, and you'll be staring down a deadline that, frankly, may be a bit tight. And instead of giving up, we're taught to redesign, retool, and even communicate better with other teams to help us out. And with that experience, we're taught that failure is part of the process, and we should just keep on going. Now, there's many of you mentors standing around, sitting in the stands, and I just want to say to the one mentor that helped me get to where I am today, thank you. He gave me a shot, he gave me a job, an opportunity that I didn't know where it was going to take me. And it was very important that I took that opportunity, because it's one of the reasons why I became a mechanical engineer, and one of the reasons why I'm standing here today. Out of those things, he taught me how to run machinery, run CNCs, and even run lathes. Back then, it just seemed like an opportunity, just another thing, just another tool, just another skill. But later down the line, that would change into something much more meaningful, something bigger than myself. At the time, I didn't know that that skill would take me this far. Transitioning off to college, I chose mechanical engineering. I love problem solving, I love working with my hands, and I love what I do every day now. In college, those skills that I just talked about, that I learned from my first robotics team, would change the way my college career would go. A simple conversation in the back of a Calc 2 class that both of us were probably not paying as much attention to as we should, led me to join the combat robotics team. And that would change my life. If you would have told me the year before that after that conversation, I would be spending late nights in a shop with some of the best friends in my life, and then taking a 23-hour road trip across the United States for something I loved, I wouldn't have believed it. But with all of that, again, it comes down to taking chances and learning everything that needs to come along with that. It taught me tight deadlines, how to be productive, managing multiple projects, and how to work with limited resources, and again, trial and error, because we all need to do it. It's part of the process. And again, one big thing is take the chance. Sophomore year, I didn't have any internships. I took a Hail Mary shot. Company 1,200 miles away, and they kept asking about one thing, this robotics. You keep mentioning it. You keep mentioning it. Tell us more about it. And sure enough, I get an email sometime later, and next thing I know, I'm on a flight to New Hampshire, working for a manufacturing company that at the time seemed like the best opportunity I could land. And where it led me to this day, currently I work for a small medical design company, and I really do enjoy my work. It's a challenge, and I get to make an impact along with working with my hands and working alongside some of the best people I've met. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my first robotics experience, and then also my college robotics experience, where I simply took a chance, took a shot. And where does that leave us today? So if you leave anything from today, I say simply get involved. You never know where it might take you. And trust me, it's taken me a long ways. Try something new, because we don't all have it figured out. And simply trying something new will take you a long ways. And for all those people that are about ready to go off to college, try a different internship, try a different industry, because simply you need to find something you're good at and something you enjoy doing. And the best way to do it is through an internship. Keep on learning, because as engineers, we need to keep learning, keep making our skills better, and it's always helpful to have another tool in your toolbox. And keep trying, even when the going gets tough, even when things get rough, keep going, because persistence will beat out most competition. And again, work hard. And again, take chances, take the opportunity, because you never know where it might take you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kyle. Yes, I will say to reiterate that, folks, People are going to be asking you about FIRST Robotics. They want to know what it is. I tell you, you can prepare this right now. So this is for every student in here. The very first thing, and you can just memorize this, no, it's not BattleBots. I have a feeling that's going to come up in a lot of interviews. Just no, it's not BattleBots. There you go. You rehearse that, you're in like flame. You're going to be good right there. But beyond that, we have so many people that we want to thank. I want to make sure that I get everything down because we want to make sure that these first events run as smoothly as possible. And it wouldn't be possible without all the volunteers around you. So, just to make sure I don't miss anyone, let's show your appreciation to all the terrific volunteers right now. Let's give them a big round of applause, shall we? Yeah. So first off, the people right behind the camera in front of me, please welcome back the judges. Hopefully you all had a chance to meet them and impress them. Good morning, judges. Out of everyone that talks to you about robotics, they're the ones that you don't need to say, no, it's not BattleBots. But beyond that, I would like to also welcome back our hard-working referees. Let's give them a big wave right over there. And along with fair competition, safety is a priority at FIRST. So we want to have fun and be safe at the same time. Helping us achieve that, please welcome safety managers, FIRST alumni, Nakaya Woodley. And please show your appreciation for another talented group of volunteers, your robot inspectors, led by lead robot inspector Tim Navikas. And heck, it's a good time as any to remind you that after your final qualifying match, make sure to have one of those fine, outstanding people to go and re-inspect your robot so it can actually happen in the finals matches too. So there's also so many volunteers that put in countless hours of planning before and during the regional. So your field volunteers, which includes your resetters, Qers, scorekeepers, and FTAAs, led by FTA Jeff Ousley and FIRST alum Alex Hayride. And field supervisors, FIRST alumni Brendan Ahrens and Zachary Fiskin. Your pit volunteers, which includes pit admin, spare parts, and safety attendants, and your awesome pit admin supervisor and volunteer of the year, Janice Krantz. And the volunteers working behind the scenes like our volunteer registration and our fabulous volunteer coordinator, Lisa Moose. And I've been told if I messed up any names, they would be sure to yell at me later. So we'll make sure of that right there. But here's today's schedule. Obviously, we're going to finish up the qualifying matches, then go into alliance selection, where the top 8 teams will pick 2 partners. These 8 alliances will move off to the playoffs. After lunch break, playoff rounds, and then we'll be handing out awards throughout the afternoon. So it's going to be exciting, it's going to be fast, but remember, safety first. So before we power up these robots, I would like everyone to please stand for the national anthem of Chinese Taipei. And now, our very own Heartland Robot Choir will lead us in the national anthem. So let's bring out the Heartland Robot Choir, shall we? With that being said, I think it's time for rebuild. So, let's get the matches going.